Hey, hi all, very good evening. So let's start the session. Uh, so mostly today will be our um, last session on the roadmap of our data science. Maybe I will extend it for tomorrow for 15-20 minutes. After that, we are going to jump it into our Python, okay, from the main program. So there are a couple of things I want to let you know, guys. See, some of you were asking me the numbers. So actually, as I told you, I will be providing my number when the batch is finalized. First thing. Second is how we will be communicating. That is what they were asking it. The communication will be done over the WhatsApp group. Okay, there is a WhatsApp group. I will create it, and who all are enrolled will be added into that, and we can communicate over there. You can directly call me also. You are most welcome to call me. I will be very happy to clarify all your doubts. If you want to call me directly. Okay, that's not a problem. That I will mostly, once these demo sessions are completed, then we are going to do that. And the third question is, how the notes and videos are shared. See, videos are shared on the daily basis. Okay, on the daily basis, immediately after the class. Mostly next day morning you can take it, because by the time the class is finished, it will be too late. And then next day morning, it will be shared with you. That's for sure.
So Arjun, class timing is fixed, 9:45 daily,
No,
or
that's what I was about to come out with that. So now that is what it is. And I will create, and now how the notes is being shared is, we are going to create a drive like this. I will show you. Um, Now, if you take it like this, a folder will be created. And here you can see it, the March month notes, complete notes on the daily basis. It will be provided to you. And if there is any Jupyter Notebook, we will be using the Jupyter Notebook as a programming environment. I'll be uploading the things like this. And the notes will be uploaded on the daily basis. Notes is also like, let me show you this here. This is a notes and this is a program file. So here you can see it. This is a notes. You can see it. How the notes is there. This notes will be shared with you. And again, like this is a program. Okay. So on the daily basis, we are going to do it. Now, as the month change, we will be having a new month over here. And then we are going to go forward. Okay. Like this, we are going to do it. That is how the things will be going on over here. Okay. Now, yeah, next one is, like the class timings. So class timings, your actual, I think that the admin people must have sent you the message, or they must have already informed you. Actually, your batch timing will be 8:30 to 10 o'clock. That may extend to 10:15 or something like that. 8:30 to 10 o'clock. And we are doing this, like we are doing a kind of a patch up batch it is. So a batch is already there. They are doing the basics of the Python. Okay, this will take more 1 week or so for them to complete the Python. So what we will be doing is we will be joining that batch. After within 1 week, we will be covering all the things and we will be joining that batch. And from NumPy, you will be attending everything completely. Okay, and they are doing a bit slowly. It's been only 1 week back they started, and you are just 1 week delay, and whatever is there over the weekends I can cover it. Okay, whatever missing, and our batch will be clubbed up to the 8:30 batch, and 8:30 will be our timings, 8:30 to 10 o'clock, 10 to 10:15 I may extend it. Okay, and initially as I told you before also, like some of the students were raising this query, it seems like initially for 1 week to 10 days, we are going to do the Python. Whatever is required, basically I'm going to give you all the inputs, what is required for us to jump into NumPy pandas. Actual course will start from NumPy. So when you want to calculate the duration, you have to calculate from the NumPy. Okay, from the NumPy, we will be taking 100 days to complete our course. So hope you can understand this. Okay, so this is the way actually our course. Any queries you have it, guys? So these are some of the queries being triggered by admin people, and they were asking me like, please inform this all. So that's what. And mostly as per best of my knowledge, what is today?
It's Thursday.
Thursday. So tomorrow will be our last class as a demo, and the Saturday class, I'm just assuming it. Usually they will do it like this: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They will keep it as demo, and we will be on next. That is after that week, the next Monday which comes up, they will change the complete link, and whoever is enrolled till that time, they are the ones who will be shared with the new link. Okay, but in our case, as I told you, we will be having the weekend classes because we have to cover some. I don't want to rush it, so I'm extending the class over the weekend. And other people will not have the weekend classes, so we may start our class a bit early, 8:30, and I can take it till like 10, 10:30 or something like that, so that all the required things are covered in a decent speed. That is what my plan is. This weekend and next weekend, we are going to have it so that I can cover up all the required stuff. Okay, mostly by next weekend, we will be completing everything in the Python, what is required. And from there, we will start our NumPy and pandas. Okay, any queries, please?
So weekend this week and next week, will the classes? Can you do it a bit early or no? It would be that 8:30.
A bit early. We can do it. We can start it at 8 o'clock or 8:30, something like that.
Okay, and on Sunday the same time or a bit more early or
Who is this, please?
Sumit.
Simit, can you tell me what is your preferred timings?
See,
Better.
basically, if weekend, Saturday, Sunday, if you do it a bit early because it might have to go out somewhere or
Sure, definitely. I will do it a bit early. I will start at 8:30 and we will finish by 10 o'clock. Will that be okay?
okay, and the rest of the days it's still the same time or
No, rest of the days, that's what I'm saying. For next 1 week, we will be having in the same 8:30 to, sorry, 9:45 to 11 o'clock. But from after the next weekend, that is like, I will keep it as uh, like on 14.
okay,
14, from 14th, our timings will be 8:30.
okay.
Okay. And one more thing I want to let you know very openly, guys, now before you people enrolling it, that again, see, once we start with the NumPy pandas, our teaching speed will be normal. Okay, whatever it may be, I want to cover up from the interview prospects. Some of I will extend my, I will go beyond my limits and I will extend and I will give you some information about the machine learning also. Because if you are attending an interview, there may be a good chance that they will ask you the questions on the machine learning also. Even though if you put on your profile completely on generative AI, they will definitely ask you some questions. So those things will be definitely covered. So at least for next 1 month, right, from 14 till you can take it as till May 14. Okay, we will be completely doing with the all the prerequisites like NumPy, pandas, feature engineering, and we will do the end-to-end implementation of ML model. ML model, we will be doing it. And after that, you will be jumping into the generative AI. And again, I'm saying we have to count our actual 100 days from when we are starting our NumPy. Okay, from there you counted 100 days, not before that. Before is like all the, we are doing all the prerequisites. This is not a part of our course. So our course starts from 14, actual course. And whatever we are doing over here, the weekend and all those things, that is beyond our course, whatever I'm giving you. Okay. Any more questions, please?
Yeah, hi Arjun. My name is Sainath. Actually, I'm a working guy. I'm doing a night shift. And you were saying that the next will be classes after 1 week, the classes will be started at 8:30. I'm having a meeting on 9.
Mhm.
It will be a little bit tough to me. That's
So every day you will be having a meeting at 9 o'clock,
yes. That's a status call of
9 to
9 to
this is a
it will up
stand up.
to it's at 9 to 9:15. It's not more than that. It's just a 10 to 15 minutes call. That's a status call.
You can just take that gap and you can get back and join the class.
Oh,
And
okay.
immediately you will be getting the recording, right, Saina? Then
Yes,
you can
yes.
this day you can spend up that 15 minutes time and you can recap the things.
Oh, okay. That is fine.
Okay.
And yes, I'm having one more question. And you said previously, and regarding this Python, you said I'm sharing it 170 videos on that.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Uh, is that you are doing that, or else we can
No,
take it
not
separately?
now. See, actually, how it goes on is, these 170 videos are end-to-end Python.
Yes.
See, the reason why I'm requested the management is, see, without Python, you can't imagine nowadays, especially AI.
Yes. Yes.
So, whatever I'm giving, to be frankly speaking, whatever I'm giving over this time period, over the Python and all those things, this is enough. This is enough for us to jump into the NumPy and pandas, and you will actually, if you don't have the Python knowledge also, once we enter into the NumPy pandas, I will try to give you all the required stuff, the smallest component, and we will move forward. Because if I'm not giving that at that point, then my life will be really horrible when I go into the advanced deep learning kind of stuff. So I want to make sure that you people are perfect with the basic concepts, especially starting from the NumPy pandas. So once we move forward, based on these NumPy pandas classes, whatever we have done it, we will be doing the stuff in the deep learning, NLP, computer vision, and, generative AI. So these all are connecting. Actually, this course was supposed to be started from the deep learning. Okay, actually it was supposed to be start, but I was not comfortable with that because there, if I'm explaining some of the basic concepts, you will not get it. You will be confused a lot. So that's why I was requested that extra time and I started the course from NumPy and Pandas. But psychologically, what happens is you people will be having at the back of your mind that, okay, I'm not done the Python. I don't know Python. So that's why I'm giving this 10 days of the time so that I can make you familiar with the Python code. So once we enter into NumPy and Pandas, after seeing this Python code, whatever we have done it, it will be kind of a cakewalk for you. And once you have done with all these fundamentals, like NumPy, Pandas, feature engineering, and all those things, you will be, I can confidently say that when we jump into our deep learning, you will be very confident. And when I'm explaining the core components over there, then you will be easily, you can digest that. And this is like step-by-step process we will be doing it. And within no time, you will be doing a very advanced level coding. That's how the things goes.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So, guys, any more questions, please?
Yeah, hi Srikanth. This is Bhupal.
Yeah, Bhupal.
Actually, my work timings are second shift. Maybe I may attend. Most of the classes I may not attend, but I am joining this course as you are going to provide videos. I can go through those and uh, come up.
Yes, you can do that. And one more
Yes.
thing, Bhupal.
If
I
you have
already, yeah.
yeah, if you have doubts or anything, what is the time that we can reach out to you for anything?
That's what I was about to say. If you have any queries, okay, you will be there over the WhatsApp, right? You
Yeah.
can put on the query over there. Next day class, even though if you are not there, I will address that query so that it will be there in the recording. Still, you're not getting the point and you want to have a conversation with me. And then you can let me know when you are available over the weekends. Then I can take the special class. Not only for you, for anyone, whoever feel that they are not getting a particular concept after repeated seeing of the video also. If you want me to explain once again, I love to do that over there.
Yeah.
But again, I will not do it right away in our regular class, but I will pull you over the weekends, a morning or evening, like how a gentleman was saying that he is having some plans and all those things like that. Based on your comfortness, I'm going to pull you up and I will clear your doubts.
Yeah, sure, Srikanth. Yeah, that's what my timings are. These work mostly I may miss, right? That's why I'm asking.
And one more thing I want to let you know, guys. See, we will be having some classes will be like regularly we will be starting the classes. So on the generative AI. So if you are having any problem with any particular entire concept, like for example, you are not comfortable with the entire pandas, or in the deep learning entire computer vision you are not comfortable, or in the generative AI you are not comfortable with the entire transformers and their descendants. So then you can let me know. I will let you know that what is your preferred timings, and I will let you know that when that concept is happening in the other batch, so that you can join in the other batch. Okay, that I can provide you that flexibility, because sometimes what happens, some people love to be in the live classes. Even though they have the recordings, they want to be in the live classes. And being a human, we can't predict the things, how our situation will be. Sometimes because of some emergency, we may miss like 15 days or 20 days of the class. Then you can let me know what is your preferred timings and what is the concept you wanted, and I will invite you. If that concept is happening in any of them, I will definitely do that. Again, these all commitments are not for convincing you to get registered. No, I will always stick to my words, because I want to give it as much as possible. And once you are able to deliver, I will be most happiest person over there. Okay, that's what my major thing is. Okay, any more questions, guys? Okay, I can take it as no. Yeah, there are some questions going on. No, it's a message. Yeah, anyone having any more questions, please let me know. I can clarify all your doubts.
Arjun, after this course, are we able to complete any certification in AI or uh, any of the components?
Who's this, please?
Abhishek Gupta.
Hey, Abhishek. See, uh, there are some institutions. Now, you feel that you want to have a certification. There are so many certifications are there, like Google certification is there, IBM certification is there, Microsoft is giving their own certification. You can go ahead and appear it. See, you can easily crack it. But now, to be openly speaking out, see, if you wanted to have a valuable certificate in your hand, and if the money is not the constraint, okay, the certificate is a one. Now, whatever I'm doing, I will try my level best to deliver everything so that you can handle it single-handedly without any problem. But you know, the certificate, what is, if you wanted a reputed institute certificate like IITs or IIITs or something like this, then if money is not the constraint, then take that, not this Google certification and all these things. It will not make much difference. But if you are not having any money, like, you know, financial crisis, you can afford it, you are working professional, then I recommend you to take that IIT or IIIT. Again, once again, I'm saying you will not get the quality over there. And you know, the course content looks really amazing, but unfortunately, they won't deliver that at all, because they will not deliver, that's for sure. How I am saying it is, I am a guest lecturer from IntelliPath at Madras IIT Madras. So they will have a strict rules that we have to complete some course within this time. And they will not allow you to do it anything extra, because that will be mostly weekend classes. So they will never allow you to write the code right away in front of you also. They will just wanted to give you the code over the GitHub. They will upload the GitHub and they will give you the code to you and you have to go through it. Like, from that prospects, it is, from the quality prospects, it's not so great, but the certificate, the value of the certificate is really amazing. You know, if you have that one in your profile from IIT Madras or IIT Bombay or like you know, Kanpur or something like that, then that will, in your weightage of the profile will be more than your, like, you can't even imagine that. Okay, now that again, it may cost you around like 50,000-60,000, and the duration there over the weekend classes, not the regular classes. It will be weekend classes. That weekend classes will be for 6 months, 6 to 8 months or something like that. Any more questions, please? Is it clear, Abhishek? Hope it is.
Yes, fine. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, Tushar this side. I have one more question.
Tushar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So is there any kind of programming language is required to learn this Gen AI? Actually, I missed the initial 2 classes, so I just want to have clarity before registering into this course.
Tushar, there is something called as Python. Okay, it is pretty much mandatory because we require a programming language. But
Okay.
I didn't start it with the Python yet. As I told you, how the Python will goes on is I will give you the basic information what is required us to get into our course. Okay. And apart from that, there will be 170 videos will be given to you. And you can go through that one at your comfort level. And if you are having any problem anywhere, you can stop me or you can ask me the question. I will explain you about that. But if once we enter into NumPy pandas, it will be like a cakewalk for you, even though if you don't know any of the programming language, all you have to do it is just practice over there, and you can do it very, very easily. That's I'm confident about that.
Okay. So that means to learn Gen AI, at least the basic things you will be covering, which are required from Python side, right?
Yes, definitely. And as I said it, we are going to give you the 170 videos where entire Python will be covered end to end, the basic, core, and advanced over there.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you
Please.
very much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Any more? Okay. I'm taking it as no. I hope that I clarify all your doubts. So mostly from 14th, next week completely we will be doing the Python. And from 14th, we are going, our class timings will be 8:30. Okay? 8:30 to 10 o'clock or maybe 10:15 or sometimes I will extend it. Now, let's get into this. Okay, now we have done it all the required basic stuff over here. Like what is the core mechanism of your artificial intelligence? You will have the data. You are going to give the data to the model, and model will learn from the data. And but what is a model? Model is nothing but it is a program based on the algorithm. Now, some of the data science includes artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, and agentic AI. Yeah, someone was messaged me that whether I'll be covering the agentic AI. Yes, we are going to cover the agentic AI. And like these are the prerequisites: a programming language, domain knowledge. If you have it, that's okay. If you don't have it, that's okay. Statistics and deep learning, computer vision, and this statistics, computer vision, and natural language processing, yeah, programming knowledge, we will be taking care of that. And the core mechanism of the artificial intelligence. The core mechanism is like, if you are dealing with deep learning, if you are dealing with machine learning or generative AI, the core component is that you will create a model and you are going to give the data to the model. And this data should be in the pure form. Now, if the data is having the error, the model will learn from the errors. What is this model? It is a program based on algorithm. What is this algorithm? Algorithm is nothing but a statistical formula. Okay. Now, here I explained you what is data science actually. Data science is a process of extracting knowledge from the data using scientific methods. When it is called as scientific methods, what do you mean by that is it is a mathematical and statistical formula. Now, the data science is combination of two words. Science is nothing but it is when we are doing a detailed systematic study performed in any particular sector through observations and experiments is called as, science. Okay. Now, okay. Now, here, I explained you what is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence means you are giving the intelligence to a machine artificially is called as artificial. Now, how you are going to get the intelligence from the data? You are going to give the data over here, and our model or the machine will learn from it, and it will start doing. Now, whatever you are seeing as of now, ChatGPT, Gemini, and computer vision, and Alexa, or natural language processing, all this works on this basic concept. You will create a model and you will give the data to the model, and model will learn from the data. Simple. I'm going to show you how easily we can write this code using the how we can prepare this model using the Python. Without you, if you don't have any knowledge also, directly I can show you that. That is a flexibility of the Python. Okay, now artificial intelligence, I told you, artificial intelligence is a field of computer science which is used to design intelligent machines which can stimulate human intelligence. That is, it behaves like human. Okay, how the human will behave, the same intelligence we are going to. How the human sensibly do it, that's way we do. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, time series, deep learning, generative AI, and agentic AI will be there. Now, artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a field of computer science which is used to design intelligent machines which can simulate human intelligence. Okay, now that is what is called as artificial intelligence. Again, this is a pure concept. Okay, who designed this? Who is the one who coined this term? That is, coined means first time he is using. John McCarthy in the year 1956, Dartmouth Conference. Now, why we are learning this now after maybe 70 years? Because the data science or artificial intelligence is the concept which requires a lot of data. Without data, it is nothing. So over the period of time, whenever you look at like from 1950 till 2000, you know, there were data was generated, but manually it was. Once the internet came into the picture, once the social media, high-end technologies like laptops, all these things, because of that, there was a humongous volume of data was generated, and that data is being used over here. That is the reason why. Again, one more important thing, guys. This is a revolution. Literally, it is a revolution. Now, what I mean by revolution means you can take a small example, like, inventing of electricity or bulbs is a revolution. Now, before that and after that, before that, we were completely relying on the sunlight. And after that, our working hours extended to 24 hours. Okay. Now, you can see that how the life is changed. So a revolution, whenever it happens, it changed the complete course of life. So the AI, artificial intelligence, is a revolution which you are observing it. Now we are just in a initial stage, like we are putting like a baby steps. So it is definitely, it is a revolution, no doubt about that. If you accept it, if you don't accept it, within next a decade, you can see that everything will be powered with AI. Nothing will be, you can't say that a single thing which is not powered with AI. Everything will be powered with AI. Okay, that is for sure. And we are very lucky that we are seeing this revolution happen. Okay, something like that. Okay, now you can say it as the computers. Now in early 2000, when late 90s, when the people were talking about the computers, like at that time the people were not ready to accept that computer will dominate the world. Everywhere you can see the computer. They were not ready to accept, especially in India. They were not ready to accept it, how the computer can do it and all those things. And at that time, each and every professional, who is working in the banking sector or any different things or retail sector or whatever it may be, they were trained into the to use the computer. Okay, but now if you fast forward the things after 15, 20 years, like not 20 years, I can say 15 years, you know, whenever this smartphone came into the picture, ever since the smartphone came into the picture, so completely the things has been changed. Everything is being changed completely. Okay, and your mobile is a computer now. And you are carrying a mobile. You can't even imagine anything without computers. Okay, without computer, without internet. So if you don't have the internet for a couple of hours, then it's like, you know, we can't do anything. Something like that. So like that, the AI will be a revolution. 100% it is revolution. We are in a very early stage, very, very early stage. Okay, now look at the machine learning. It is a field of artificial intelligence, which in which the intelligent machines are developed, which can learn by itself. Now, this is like it can learn by itself and it will implement that. That's the beauty of this. Okay, and this is also in 1957 in Dartmouth conference. And deep learning. Deep learning, again, it is like you can say deep learning before backward propagation and after backward propagation. Deep learning was, you know, it was ever since 1943 only, the people were talking about the deep learning. Okay, but actual the boom was like from 2006. Ever since the backward propagation was introduced. That was introduced by a gentleman called as Geoffrey Hinton. There is a guy called as Geoffrey Hinton. This guy. Now, this Geoffrey Hinton, he introduced something called as backward propagation. I will just show. He is the one. Now he is currently working as an he was working as an AI head in Google. And he introduced something called as backward propagation. And now he was having he was having some of the interns. There were hundreds of the interns were working under them, and his interns, some of the interns were Jan LeCunch. Jan LeCunch is the one more guy. Okay, I will show you. I can do this. Okay, he is the guy, and he introduced something called as back propagation, and under him there was a guy called as he is a guy, and this is a guy I'm talking about, and what is he doing is currently he is the head of AI head of Facebook, says Meta. And there was one more guy, there are many of them who are working as a CEOs, CTOs, and they started their own startups who are under him, who worked as interns. One of them is Ilyas Suskiva. Now, who is this guy? He is a co-founder of the OpenAI company. And OpenAI company is like, he's also was a senior scientist in chat development of the ChatGPT. So I'm just giving his profile, how he is. Now this guy, has introduced a concept called as backpropagation. Because of the backpropagation, the deep learning is completely changed. Ever since 2006, the deep learning was dominating the market till now. Now generative AI, we are talking about Gen AI. Gen AI is an extension of your deep learning. Okay, the prerequisites for the Gen AI is deep learning. In the deep learning, you will be learning actual core components, and that you will be seeing in the Gen AI. Okay, Gen AI is very easy compared to that of your deep learning. Deep learning is really amazing. Okay, and generative AI, as I told you, it is a type of artificial intelligence which mainly focus on generating the new contents, and it can generate new images, audio files, text files, music, all these things. See, one thing you should understand, guys. Okay, I will. See, generative AI, when you look at the generative AI, there is something called as LLM. There is a concept called as LLM. LLM is nothing but a language model, large language model. Okay. Now, what is a language model means? Again, we are talking about the extreme level of generative AI. Language model means which deals with the NLP task. NLP task. Like, you are doing something like sentiment analysis, text translation from one language to the another language. When you want to translate, you will use this language models. Okay, you are going to give the language, one language, and it will convert it to the other language. Or we can say it as what are the tasks it will be doing? Sentiment analysis. Now, the people who don't know about the sentiment analysis, see, you will see some reviews, product reviews. Okay. Now, product reviews, either it can be positive or it can be negative. Now, as a human, when you read the content, you will understand that whether it is a positive review or a negative review. The same thing we will be doing over here. Same thing we will be doing. So our model will go through that complete review and it will tell us what is the sentiment. Is it a positive sentiment or a negative sentiment? Okay, that is what sentiment analysis. Now, there is something called as text translation. So from one language to the another language, we can do the translation. There is something called as text summarization. Text summary. So there will be a very big document will be there. That big document, it will go through the entire document and it will summarize that one. The best example is the headlines. There will be a headlines, right? The headlines will have the almost, if you read the headlines, you will come to know what is that news is all about. If you click on that and you open, there will be a very big document will be there on that particular news. There will be a very big article will be there. Okay, that is what is called as text summarization. So there are so many are there. So whenever you are dealing with the human language, and your model will understand that is called as language. Again, model means it's a simple program. Okay, it will understand the human language, that is called as language model. This language model will be of two types. If you are training this model with the small data, we call it as small language model. If you are training with a very, very large language, large data, we call it as large language Large language model. One is small language model. Second one is a large language model. Okay, like this. Large language model and small language. Okay, so this is the way you are. Now, this large language model, or the, if you are talking about generative AI, means that is nothing but you're talking about this large language model. And this large language model came into the existence because of a term called as transformer. There is something called as transformer. And to develop this transformer, there is a very important concept called as self-attention. Okay, this transformers is based on, your LLMs are based on the, see, your generative AI is based on the LLMs, and LLM is completely based on the transformer, and the transformer is based on the self-attention. Okay, and this self-attention is actually the attention mechanism was the core component of the attention mechanism was developed by an Schiver. Now, this gentleman, the Schiver, this gentleman is nothing but he is the OpenAI co-founder of OpenAI. Okay, now if you want to see this gentleman, let me show you. Yeah, he is on. Okay, now he is the co-founder of your OpenAI. Now, OpenAI bagged recently a very big project of 500 billion under the Trump government, and he is the co-founder of that, and he is also involved in development of the ChatGPT. He is one of the person who is involved in this, and he is the one who suggested about this attention mechanism, and from there it went on to the transformer, self-attention, from their transformer, and there is large language model. If you look at my first thing over here, you can see this. I talked about the language model, large language model, and just now I explained you language model, transformer. There are something called as attention mechanism, self-attention having the multi-head attention, cross attention over here. So these all are the ones which are required for us. Hope you are getting the idea what I was trying to say over here. Okay, this is how it will. These all are in a basic concept, guys. The basic concept is this: you will create a model and you will give the data to the model, and model will learn from the data and it will. Now, next important thing, what we are going to learn over here is life cycle of data science or AI, anything you can say it as life cycle of data science or AI. Okay. Now, life cycle means end to end how we will implement. Okay. Now, just now I told you data science and artificial intelligence requires data. Without data, it is nothing. So, first thing I will put it as life cycle of artificial intelligence. Or you can take it any of them. ML, DL, generative AI, all this comes under this. Okay. Now, I will give it as first thing. We are going to collect the data. Now, guys, now I'm talking from the realistic prospects. See in the real time. Okay. Usually the people think that client will give you the data. No. No way. Client will not provide you the data. So you have to collect the data. Of course, the client will tell you the structure. Okay. How the structure exists. Okay. Of the data, and based on that, you are going to do it. Data collection. Second one is, now on what basis you are going to collect the data? Now you have to collect the data on your own. Remember that. You have to collect the data. He will give you the structure. The client will give you the structure. Then there is a chance that you may get the data if you are working at the client place. Now, what I mean by that is, suppose you are having, okay, you are having something like Amazon. You are working with Amazon. Okay. You are an employee of Amazon. Then Amazon will give the access of that, because you are an employee of the internal employee of the Amazon. So he will give you the access of the data. Suppose if Amazon is a client, it is given a project to a company called as XYZ. XYZ. Now Amazon will not provide the data to them, because the Amazon data is very secure. That's the customer data or the product data. It is very, very secure. So it can't give it to anyone. Yeah, it will give you a structure of the data, how this data looks. Okay, how it data looks like. It will give you the structure of the data. Now, so you got the idea. What is that? Data collection. You have to collect the data. Now, on what basis you are going to collect it? Based on the client requirement. What is the client is saying? If the client is a banking sector, you have to collect the banking data. If the client is an e-commerce sector, you have to collect the e-commerce data over there. Now, next, after that, you are collecting the data. You are going to do the data exploration. Now, obviously, you are going to collect the data. Once you collect the data, first thing what you will do it, you will examine the data. Or in other words, you are going to inspect the data. Okay? You will inspect the data. Why you will inspect? Whether to see that the relevancy of the data as per my requirement. Okay? So here, data exploration will help us to find out relevancy of the data. This is also called as data inspection. After this, I have it data. Okay. Cleansing. See here, I will check the relevancy of the data. That means if there is something irrelevant, which is not important, I will remove those columns. When it comes to this one, cleansing means you are going to remove the errors from the data. Whichever data you feel that it is relevant, inside that, the data level errors will be there. That errors I am going to, okay. Now next is, okay, data level errors we are going to remove it. Now after this, I will do it as a data mining. Data mining. This is the first level, first step. Okay, this is a step one. The purpose of this one is to get the pure data. So first you are going to get the data based on the client requirement, and you are going to collect the data, data collection, and data exploration. That is nothing but you are going to inspect the data and you will do it. And data cleansing, you are going to clean the data. and data mining over here. Okay. Now data, here I will give it as data collection. What do you mean by data collection is data, collecting the data from the different sources. This is also called as wrangling. We also call as wrangling. Now, next one is this data exploration is called as inspecting of the data. I will say that data inspection. Data inspection. Now, data cleansing is nothing but cleaning the data, removing the data level errors. And this is mining of the data. This is mining is nothing but you are going to get the insights of the data. You are getting the knowledge of the data. That is what is called as. Till here, you will have the pure form of data. Then you will do the mining. Okay. Now, as I explained you just now, what is the core mechanism? You will be having a now here I have the data. And this is my data. And this is my model. And model learn from the data, right? Now, this data should be in the pure form. Very much pure form, the data should. So what will happen is, this is what happens over here to get the pure form of data. First, you will collect the data, which is called as data wrangling. This is a professional terminology. And data exploration, that is data inspection, data cleansing, and data mining. This will give us the pure form of data. That is this. Then what happens? Next one, you have to create a model and you have to train the data, a model. Okay. Now here I will give it as first step is model building. Now, what is this model building? It is a program based on algorithm. Remember that. It is a program based on algorithm. Okay. Next one is model training. What do you mean by model training is whatever data we are getting over here, that data we are going to give the model. This process is called as model training. Okay, training the model with the data or model learning from the data. Okay, next one is the model testing. What do you mean by model testing means? See, we created the model, we gave the data to the model. Okay, and okay, once the model learned from the data, how to know that whether the model learned correctly from the data or not? How to know the model learned correctly from the data or not? That is nothing but we will do it with model testing. So you are going to test the model and see the accuracy score. That is, this is also called as model evaluation. Model evaluation. Once it is done, we call this one as, after this, we will do the prediction. Now, what is this prediction is? First, you created the model. You gave the data to the model. Model will learn from the data on its own. You are going to test it. You are satisfied with the testing score. And then what you will do it? You are going to get a real-time data and you will give it to the model. And you will try to see the prediction of your model. Okay, that is one. Okay, next one is model building, model training, model testing, prediction, and deployment. What do you mean by deployment is it will deploy, the model is deployed client. At the client place, we will deploy the model. This is what exactly happens. So this is my entire life cycle of data science or artificial intelligence. Now, this is a, okay, two parts will be there inside this. First one is this. First part is this. Okay, where we are corely concentrating in getting the data. Second part is this. Okay, where we are corely concentrating on giving the data to the model and do the prediction. Okay. Okay. Now, this is how it will be done. Now, I will just copy this one completely from here. Right. Okay. Next is here, this part, the first part and second part. This part, usually we refer it as data analysis. And this part, we will refer it as data analytics. Data analytics. This is data analysis. This is data analytics. Now, if you want to see the difference between data analysis and data analytics. So the basically, analysis means what you're going to do it is you are going to go through the historic data. Okay, you will analyze the historic data to find the solutions for the current situation. Okay, to find the solutions for the current situation. This is called as data analysis. Okay, what is that data analysis? I will tell you over here. See, it is a technique through which historic data is analyzed. Okay, it is a technique through which historic data is analyzed to find solutions for current situation. Is called as. Now, it will give you the answers for the questions like how it happened and why it is happened. How it is happened and why it is happened. This is what it will be. Suppose you can take it. Now you are started a business. Your business, maybe from past 5 years, you are doing very well with the business. Now all of a sudden, your business is doing very bad. Very, very bad. And you are doing, seeing the losses in the business. Obviously, when you have the business, there will be investors. All right. Definitely, there will be investors. Now, these investors will be asking you the question, why? Why all of a sudden we are getting the losses? Now, this is where exactly analysis comes into the picture. If someone asks you why we are getting the losses, so what you can do it is you can go through the complete historic data of the 5 years, and what you'll do it, you will analyze that data and see that what are the mistakes we have done it. What are the major mistakes we have done it, and that mistakes we are going to do. We are going to, based on that mistakes, you will come to an analysis. That is what is called as data analysis, a technique through which, historic data is analyzed to find solution for the current situation. So why our business is low? How we are getting the answers? By analyzing the historic data. This is what is called as data analysis. Now, what is the data analytics? Okay. Okay, I will give it as what is data analytics. Analytics is nothing but it is also you're going to analyze the historic data. Okay. Data analytics. We can say it as it is technique through which it is a technique through which historic data is analyzed to predict, that is, we are going to assume, predict series of future events. Series of future events. So it is a technique through which historic data is analyzed to find solutions. Sorry, it is a technique through which historic data is analyzed to predict series of future events. That means, in a simple way, now you started the business. Now it has been 5 years and your business is completely low. Completely low it is. Okay. Now, the investors, you are given the answers why your business is very low. Now, after this, now they may ask you a question, okay, where our business will stand in next 5 years. Now, how you say this? That is what you are predicting the future. How your business will be doing in next 10 years or 5 years. That is called as your analytics. Okay. This helps us to predict the future events. Whatever the future events happens, that is what it will. Okay. This is what. Clear? This is data analysis. This is data analytics. Clear, guys? Now, there is some small concepts are there. What is data wrangling? What is data inspection? Data cleansing. These are having some process is there that we are going to cover it tomorrow. And we will also start with the Python tomorrow, if possible. In first half an hour, we will complete this and then we will jump into the Python. Okay, guys? Any queries, please? Any questions? Thanks, Mohan, for your response. So I'm stopping it over here. Let's meet tomorrow. There are few things are there. Tomorrow we will talk about these different ways of collecting data. and different ways of cleaning data. Here I will show you how you can connect it with the technology, and I will also show you how to build the model over here. This building of the model it will not take more than 10 minutes. It's very easy. So we can do it. Here, actually, the Python comes into the picture. Okay, sure, I will stop it over here. Let's meet tomorrow. In which stage we do feature engineering? Sudhakar, I didn't get your question. Which stage, in a sense, what?
No, I mean, where you will do feature engineering in the steps? Yeah, that's what my question.
See, once you do it with the NumPy pandas, then we will do the feature engineering.
Okay.
Okay. And once you know the feature engineering, you will understand the complete end-to-end process. How exactly? Now I'm talking about over here, this cleaning process. Okay, cleaning process, this complete cleaning process, this mining process, everything we will be doing in the feature engineering. So you will be knowing end-to-end process of machine learning. Machine learning, I'm talking about machine learning, and machine learning concepts, this end-to-end, we will carry forward to the deep learning. Okay, even though we are not having the concept machine learning, I'm going to introduce this one today. Okay, sure. Any more questions, guys? Okay, I'm stopping it over here. Let's meet tomorrow to continue with the things. Thank you very much.